And here we are, boys and girls. Episode XVIII. I do hate doing these things, but you know how this works. It's Thursday and I need to vent. I need to vent. I'm hot. I am so damned hot. So I need to talk. And the rules are, as always, I talk to myself for 30 minutes and nobody plays with me. That's kind of my thing. We've got a guest waiting in the green room, but she can't play because she's an American.
That is
It's
true. I am American.
It's Benny.
Hello.
And Benny's
how are
here.
you?
Benny, I brought Benny here to talk about specifically about the current situation of American politics between 1947 and 1984, because she's an expert on such matters.
Well, I do have a degree, but not in history.
What's your degree
I'll do my
in?
very best. It is in nursing.
Oh, that's a bit shit. Do you not have a proper one?
What about a bachelor's of arts in science?
Oh, so you can paint?
Yes, I can do that too. Not very well, though.
Whoa! Jesus Christ, that is so loud. Bit of a buzzing noise going on there.
Sorry. Put me backstage again.
Oh, shit. Never work with children or animals. That's what I always say. Anywho, I'll leave her there because when she comes back, she is going to teach us about that particular era between, I'm honing it down to between 1937 and 1946, because that's her area of expertise. She's very good on understanding communism and Stalin, would you believe? She is an expert. So when the buzzing stops, we'll get her back in. This is literally my first ever special guest. She's a historian. But anyway, I'm getting bored and looking at the clock. I've got to fill in for 27 minutes now, as always. Also, I'm hot. If you're in the UK, you're also really hot. Fuck, is it hot? Blimey. breaking the golden rule of radio. I should be telling you what I'm doing, but nobody's listening, so who cares? My computer has been a complete arse. I blame the weather. So I've got to do another 24 minutes. Then I can stop this nonsense. Do you ever get that feeling where you think, I just cannot be arsed? That's what's happening right now. Do you ever get that feeling where you think, I just cannot be arsed? This is really bad, but I'm actually watching somebody else's stream. That's how fucking bored I am. Hey, Jenny.
Hey,
Hi, how
I'm
you
okay.
doing?
How are you?
I was doing okay, Jenny. You just interrupted me. I was watching somebody else's live stream whilst I was streaming. No, that I'm laughing at myself because that's really a dumb thing to do.
Well,
I was literally watching somebody's live stream whilst I'm streaming.
well, then you're just like stealing their content.
And I got really bored because my streams are boring and nobody wants to play with me. So,
Well,
you know,
I'm here.
I got
I'm
bored.
here. Let's play.
I enjoyed your thing that you did with Neil. That was really cool.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I did see you in the chat. I'm not very good at talking and typing chat at the same time, so I wasn't trying to be ignoring you or anything.
No, that's fine. Side chat is a real pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pay
It can
attention
be.
to it.
It can be, but they're the reason we're doing this, So,
But it was. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it because you've got a cracking sense of humour. You really have.
Really?
But you didn't do the thing. You didn't do the thing that you said you would do.
Oh, what did I say I would do?
You said you were going to embellish your stories.
Yeah, I guess I did say that, didn't I? Oh well, boring old me. I have a pretty boring life. It could use some embellishment. Oops.
It was fun though. I enjoyed that little chat that you did with Neil.
I meant to try to find a way to mention Danger UXB, but I just couldn't find a good in for it.
Oh yeah, are you still doing that? Oh, God.
I will think about that forever when I am near or think of you. It's just part of me forever now.
That is so weird. That freaks me out so much. How American people you can remember things from my distant past better than I can. That it's kind of cool. I enjoy it. It's fun. But
it stuck with me, I guess, because I liked it. I mean, it was only one season series, but I did like it. And nobody, while I was watching it, nobody I knew watched it. It was like I was the only person in the country who ever saw it.
Jesus Christ! I mean, you're going back now to the 70s, I think, or early 80s, maybe.
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. I think so. I think so because I remember mentioning it to a British fellow I knew at the time, and he was aware of it.
When you get the kind of not deja vu, but when you remember something from a few weeks ago that you'd totally forgotten about, and your deja UXB thing is now doing this to me because I know we had a conversation about this. Well, but that must have been going back about what, 3 months or 4 months or something. I don't know.
Our conversation on that? That was just a few weeks ago.
I've no idea. I really don't know. Time means nothing anymore.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
That's the second series, or that series is the second thing in my life that I feel like no one else has ever seen. I have 3. The next one would be a film I saw when I was young. I think maybe late 60s, early 70s, starring Paul Newman. It was called The Secret War of Harry Frigg.
Okay, that rings a bell. It rings a bell, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. But the title rings a bell.
He plays a soldier who was selected because of his criminal past or something like that to go rescue some generals who have been taken captive in World War II. And they disguised him as a general who outranked all of those generals. This was his cover, so that they would follow his orders and they would be able to escape.
So is that is this one of the weird things that you remember, or is it actually?
No,
Is it like?
yeah, it's a real film. It's a real film.
No, what I meant was, is this one of those weird, random things that you remember, or do you think it was actually a good film?
I was always a Paul Newman fan, and I actually met him later in my life in the racing circuit. So he's just one of those celebrities that sticks in my mind.
Ah, that would be when you were escaping Scientology on your big motorcycle.
Yes, and leaping over fences like Steve McQueen in the
You've
greatest
got
escape.
so many stories. There's a book waiting to be written here.
And then the next one is see, now I'm forgetting it. Oh, the film I believe was Peter Sellers' last film, called Being There, as
Oh
in
yes.
human being there.
Mhm.
I thought that was a great film.
Peter
And almost
Sellers
I
was.
think I've talked to two people in my life who've seen it.
I've probably seen it, but my memory is not too hot on this one. But yeah, Peter Sellers was an absolute fucking legend.
Mm-hmm.
Very
And
fine actor.
I went to see it because I thought it was going to be a Peter Sellers comedy, and it wasn't. It was a drama
Oh
that
yeah.
had a few gags to it in there, but it was really very powerful.
So
I cried.
that's your second one. So your third one is.
Well, the third one would be Danger UXP.
Okay. I can't believe how you find this. It makes me laugh. It really does. Because nobody on this planet would ever know what Danger UXB means in regard to a really crappy British TV show.
Unexploded bomb. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah,
It's perfect sense to me.
I get the reference, but the TV show, who's ever watched that? I
I don't
find
know.
that
See,
quite.
now
I find it
you're
quite.
driven to find a copy of the series and watch it, aren't you?
You know what? I am tempted, but I'm British, so I can actually remember watching that thing when it was originally broadcast, and I damn it, you're making me remember things. Yes, it was really good in its day. It was really good.
Well, it was one of the shows that clued me into British television drama and stuff. You know, I was a Monty Python fan at the time, and so I was certainly familiar with British comedy.
Hey, I've been
Um,
really, rude here. We've got another guest with us, Jenny. So Benny is one of your fellow Americans.
Hi, Benny.
Hey, Jenny, how are you?
Fine.
This
And
was so
from do
bad of
you
me.
hail?
I'm sorry, what was that?
And where from do you hail?
I am in Louisiana. What about you?
Minnesota, just north of you.
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit. A few thousand miles ahead of me.
Yeah, but hey,
This is
we hang out in the same river. Isn't that amazing?
That's the truth. That Red River, it is disgusting and nasty down here. I'm sure as it is up there.
No, up here you can swim in it.
Oh no, not down here. It is gross.
I know, that's because we flush our toilets.
I'm sure. I'm sure we get your little afterthoughts down here.
This is why I totally suck at being a chat show host, because Benny has been sat there being well behaved and silent. She wasn't even muted, but I apologise for that. I do apologise for that.
sorry.
I really do. I didn't
No
introduce
sorries,
you.
no worries. We're good. I'm
I thought
going
Benny was
through.
the name that you gave to whatever you were watching on your stream. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh.
Benny is a really cool. Can I say sexist word, please, Jenny?
Don't
Fine
say
with me.
sexist.
It's not my rules.
Yeah, my rules, my stream. But I'm being a good boy. But Benny is a really cool lady. She really is.
Well, thank you.
So I'm actually quite honoured that she's here with me today.
Well, she has
That's
a
sweet.
lovely
Thank
voice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't you love the accent?
Yeah, she has just a touch of that southern accent.
It's not overwhelming, is it?
Not at all.
My accent is so shit and boring. I hate it so much.
I don't know. I like all the variants of the British accent.
Yeah.
What did you say, Jenny? You like all the versions,
All the variants, yeah.
the variances? Yeah.
I'll
And
tell you what is. I'm sorry, I've got to delay it again.
That includes the Kiwis and the Aussies.
The Australian accent?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I agree. They are nice.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, wow. She's polite. Listen, a little bit of OCD is occurring here, Benny, because you've not got an icon for your Abby. So, do you want to sort that out?
Well, thank you. Go ahead and take me backstage again. I'll take care of it.
Do it yourself. You've got
That
the
sounds
ability
kinky.
to do these things. It did sound kinky, yeah. Jenny, I'm trying my best to be a good boy today. Okay.
Oh,
I've
all
been
right.
told.
I won't
I've been
encourage you
told
then.
that I've been told. Oh yeah, okay. Like me and you together now. Yeah, you're gonna fucking not make me say bad things.
No, I'll be pleasant and very ladylike.
Your hat was really cool yesterday.
Oh, that's because I hadn't washed my hair yet.
Okay, honesty. I admire that.
I've been really depressed lately, to be honest, and my self-care quotient is very, very low these days.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're all struggling with maybe similar issues.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things going on in the world, and we can't necessarily do the things that we want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like your hat. I really did like your hat. It looked so awesome. It was so you. It really was.
It cost me $1.
Yay!
At the dollar store.
I liked it because we did a stream with I think Purple, and you had your hat on, and then I tuned into you and Neil, and you still had your hat on, and I thought, you know what? I fucking admire this person.
Well, I'm consistent.
Consistency, yeah.
I still haven't washed my hair, so I that's why I'm not on camera.
Oh,
it's gone beyond hat stage.
Don't even worry about it.
The next step
Oh.
is dreadlocks.
Oh God. There is a reason why I'm hiding most of my beauty on the live streams. My hair is long, my beard is shit, but hopefully on July the 4th I'll be able to see my little man, get my face sorted.
Pardon my yawn. You have a perfectly reasonable face. You shouldn't feel that you have to hide it.
Okay, well I think you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Anyway.
No, if you were butt ugly, I would just say nothing at all. You got a perfectly nice, very kind face.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute you now because stop saying good things. I don't like it.
Okay.
So I'm guessing, I can't actually remember, but I think you were there for Dave's birthday thing last night. No. Am I muted? No, you're Googling. I don't know.
No, you told me not to say anything.
Oh.
No, I missed Dave's thing, I think. Yeah, I missed it. I was
Yeah.
exhausted. I did 5 streams yesterday,
Oh my gosh.
and I was pretty beat after
Yeah.
these. So I kind of just passed out. I only
I did
got
something really stupid.
mm,
Time zones, etc. I have what do you call it? I have a reminder set on YouTube for Purple's things. You know, the 2 shows, the
uh-huh.
midday or midnight. And I had one set for one of his shows. And YouTube was correct. It was giving me the correct reminder, but my mind went wrong. And I sat awake for 8 hours waiting for this stream without realizing that it was going to happen 24 hours in the future.
Yeah, I've been caught by that feature a few times. It's a thing.
Yeah. And time zones are really evil. They really are fucking evil because you guys are like 6 to 8 hours behind me, etc. So it gets complicated. Anyway, Benny's back with an Avi.
Yay.
Oh,
I'm back. I'm sure you guys were holding your breath.
We've been waiting so long for you.
Yes, I'm sure. Counting the seconds.
oh, she's quite pretty.
Well,
She's
you're very sweet.
she's kind of hot. Yeah.
Kind of not.
Well,
All
at
right,
least you're
so
not.
go
At
on with
least you're
your
not.
discussions.
At least
Huh?
you're not old. At least you're not old and wrinkly like I am. And
You're not old and you're not
and
wrinkly.
and
You're
Dave
fine.
Dave too. I'm 65, and my avatar picture is not close enough for you to see the wrinkling, but it's there.
That's what filters are for, Jenny.
I should think of that then.
You still got the face swap, Avi, haven't you, Jenny?
No,
On
that's
your
not a face
Twitter.
swap. No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you. I did use a face swap for a while. One of those over filtered things, and I just felt so uncomfortable with it because it just didn't. It was so much better than me.
Wait,
I just
I
couldn't
always
take it anymore.
I always try to do that too, and some people catch up.
I always tend to I tend to warn my lovely fans who join me in this pointless thing that I do. Swearing is fine. Totally okay with it. However, we've got to be a little bit careful because Benny is a devout Catholic who prays to Jesus every morning.
Shut up. Why do you have to do that? Quit doing that to me.
It's because you love the baby Jesus.
I know. I'm an anomaly or an enigma in his circle of friends. He only associates with atheists.
Don't you just love Benny's accent?
Yeah. Are you? I don't know if I don't know either of you well enough to know who's kidding, if anybody, on this.
Oh, okay. Well, he's. Are you Christian, Jenny?
I was raised Lutheran.
Okay, and so you probably still believe Christian?
No.
I'm
No.
no.
Okay, so you don't have any feelings of Christianity at all? Just I'm not judging one way or the other.
No.
Okay.
Oh no. You can ask anything you want. No, I don't. I respect those who do and the nature of their beliefs, but
Well, that's
gave up
very
on
nice.
thinking there were magic men in the sky long ago.
Right. Well, and you're very kind. That's what makes me an unusual friend for Stool, is because I'm not an atheist, and so but I like everybody, and I don't judge anybody. So y'all believe what you want to believe, or don't believe what you want to believe. I don't care. So we're all good.
And that's a step up from a lot of Christians who are so deluded by their religious feelings they can't imagine
No,
any other way to
absolutely.
exist.
Especially, it seems like it's been coming out almost full throttle lately, and they're not even expressing Christian values. They're expressing hate hidden behind Christian values, and
Yep.
This is,
that there's no way that even as children they were taught to do some of the things that they're
I've
doing.
picked up on something there. I've picked up on a little thing from my co-host Benny.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a co-host.
Do you notice how she said, I'm using air quotes with my fingers here. You notice how she said, I'm not an atheist? Because that's like, ooh, you can't say that when
does that hurt
you can't
you?
say that when, no, I'm saying to you, you can't say that as an American.
No, you can. If you have people around you where you can express your feelings or your thoughts or your ideas or your, the way that you, maybe your morals or your principles, and probably you shouldn't be around those people anyway. I know what
I'm
you're saying, Jenny. There are people, I mean, you are probably snap right in the middle of a huge Catholic Protestant type community. Same for me. But mine is more of a Southern Baptist, scream at you, going to hell if you look at somebody kind of situation. So I know what you're talking about. I just don't have those extreme feelings. I don't feel like that's what God
but
or anybody would want us to behave like.
yeah,
I,
okay.
I agree. I agree with you.
I'm going to butt in now because this is my chat show and I'm in charge. So I obviously need to do a little bit more work on Benny. She's almost there. She
What are you
just
gonna?
needs.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
turn her atheist?
no, I think that Benny is one of those people who's actually scared of that word, even though she technically is one of those people. But southern states, whatever. But
What? I'm sorry. You have me very confused here.
did I just confuse people? I don't know what I said. What did I say?
You think that I'm atheist, and I am
I
just
did
saying
not.
I'm not because I live in America. That's what you're saying.
Is that what I said? Oh,
Yeah, kind
okay.
of, sorta.
Okay, I messed up. Let's do take two. Okay. I hate these live things. You can't edit these fuckers. Now, I guess what I'm trying to say is that there is still this idea in America, and I'm not taking the piss out of you guys, but in America, you're not allowed to say the obvious. You have to dance around the issue.
Oh yeah, people are so goddamn hypersensitive these days. It makes me nuts.
Yeah.
You're right, Jenny. You're right.
But the only thing that matters to me is, and we're demonstrating it here, the only thing that I actually give a shit about is people and nice people and happy people. I don't give a shit about all this nonsense made up bullshit. And we're doing this now. I'm a stool, Jenny's Jen, Benny's Benny. Do we actually give a shit about who we all are? Or no, we don't.
Oh no, I do.
I know you do because you're a fucking weirdo.
We're individuals, and what makes us such an amazing species is that we are different, every one of us. How we feel, how we think, how we look, Everyone.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the beautiful thing about humans. We're all different.
Although if I was a crow, I would probably think that also about crows. But I just don't know any well enough to really say.
I concur.
You didn't know you were going to talk to a weird person today, did you?
I had no idea. Well, to be honest, I knew I was speaking to school today, so.
Good point.
On that note, I need to make a quick trip to the bathroom
Okay.
because I'm old and I need a wee yet again. So I'm going to mute myself. And hey, get this: you two random individuals who've never met each other before can now have a conversation because that's what we do as humans. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, whatever. We're fine. We're not gonna do anything stupid.
Totally no pressure there. No pressure whatsoever.
Go pee before you make your pants wet.
Yeah, there you go. Tell them. So, Jenny, where in Minnesota do you live?
I live in a little place called Houston, Minnesota.
Houston.
Yep.
Where's that close to?
Nowhere. It's about 25 miles due west of La Crosse, Wisconsin, if you know that at all. La Crosse is a town of like 50, 60,000, and Houston's a town of 900.
Wow.
It's completely rural, and I love it here.
And so you kind of have to drive everywhere you need to go. Like basically, you're having to drive miles to go get groceries and stuff like that.
No,
right?
we do have a very nice co-op here for groceries, but there's like one bar, 2 gas stations, one pizza place I haven't had the guts to try yet, and
Are you
a
kidding?
post office.
That would have been the first place I would have been trying.
My experience with Minnesota cooking is that it's just not anything like home, which is Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Oh, okay.
Milwaukee has a tremendous population of very fine restaurateurs and ethnic cooking, and none of that exists in Minnesota so far.
I think I agree with you there. I know. I spent a couple of summers up in Chicago with my aunt, and talk about food. We was just the Greek food, the Polish food. I mean, you name it, you could get it, and it was so nice. I loved the culture.
I disappear for 10 seconds, and the girls are all chatting away and gossiping.
You only took 10 seconds.
We can pretend you're a girl. You can chat with us. Well, I know how to do that. So did everything come out okay?
Jenny, don't ever ask him that. That's not.
Was that
not a
question
good
aimed
question.
at me?
Don't ever go there with him. Jenny, what'd you do? Are you still working? Do you work?
No, I'm retired, and
happily.
No, I'm pretty bored, especially now with the virus thing.
Yeah.
Part of me would like to go find some work, but I don't want to do anything physical. If I could sit at a desk and draw pictures or something, that would be lovely.
Yeah, don't blame you there.
But I spent way too many years running a BMW specialty shop.
Fun.
And fixing street cars and building race cars and restoring antiques.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It had its moments, but it was a very, very demanding, painful job.
Physically demanding job. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm not the strongest person in the world, and it took a lot of effort to do lots of what I did.
That sounds fun.
But I also have had writing gigs. I've written for magazines.
Jenny, I'm just interrupting briefly. You girls can carry on, but I've totally forgotten your Twitter handle, Jenny.
You've forgotten my Twitter handle? Is that what you said?
I've forgotten it. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a boy brain moment.
BONZOIX.
Oh, fuck you.
Of Minnesota. Of MN, excuse me. Of MN.
This is why I never invite you to my streams. You.
Here, I tell you what, I'll type it into chat for you. BONZOIX.
That's not true. Shut up.
No, it's not. This is Twitter. The @'s in front. Excuse me.
Never trust Jenny. Ever.
Noted.
That's right. I'm the criminal element here. There you go. It's in the chat. Anyways, as I was saying before, Benny had his request. I wrote a magazine monthly column for about 16 years.
Oh.
So I'm a fairly
was
literate
it
person.
related? It was industry related. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, kind of. Although I had freedom to go wherever I wanted, except for politics or religion.
Oh, nice. Okay. Too bad people couldn't do that on Facebook. That kind of ruined it for me once they started going into politics on Facebook, because it turned out everybody was a maggot. So I quit doing that.
Oh, you don't vote red, do you?
I do not. It scares me. People like that scare me.
Oh man, they scare the hell out of me too. I'll confess with you right away. I'm transgender, and the right wings not only scares the fuck out of me, they're trying to kill me. And
I agree with you. And they're taking away your rights, and
yep.
Happily trying to take away your rights. I mean, they're being so blatant about it. It is unbelievable. Just a couple of days ago, they were talking about the military and the fact that they wanted to try to reverse or try to basically eliminate transgender from serving. I'm thinking, what is...
Oh, they have. They already have.
It is just so, it's heartbreaking to see that, because if you're willing to give your life and devote service to your country, what does it matter if you have boobs or not? I mean, come on now. Just let's be smart about this. It's just
that's a good essential synopsis. I mean, patriotism is patriotism, and it should never be ignored if somebody wants to spend it.
Absolutely. If you want to devote that service, that time, possibly give your life, you should be welcomed with open arms. There should be no question, regardless.
And I transitioned 40 plus years ago.
Oh, well, congratulations. And I'm sure things have been really easy for you up in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, things are just absolutely a pushover. Nobody cares, and I've never been fired from every job I've ever had.
Oh God.
Minnesota has actually become a really annoying thing that's happening. I'll rephrase. I'll try my best to rephrase. It's become a really annoying thing that's happening here right now in the UK, because bad racist people are now making stories up. In the UK, you people will not have seen this, but they're making the most ridiculous racist shit up about it.
About what?
Well,
Race? About race?
Oh, it's about the Jews.
about the
Oh
Jews.
God.
Yeah, the Jews did it, as always.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe in their God either, so.
Okay, I'm ready now. I've done my week, and it was really nice. It was not a big one,
I think
but it
that
was
you might be having prostate issues. That could be it.
you know,
We've talked about
Jenny,
that before, I know.
Jenny.
Well, he should probably do a self-exam.
Okay, listen, we have to be clear here. Benny's my personal nurse, and so she does check my poo hole quite regularly.
Oh, jeez.
I give him it.
TMI,
Look,
TMI,
I give him
TMI.
medical. It stops at medical information. That's all I do for him, and he knows it.
Are you a nurse?
Yeah.
Cool. Nurses are the finest people on the planet.
No.
Yes,
Nurse,
we agree. With that.
nurses, firefighters, and elementary school teachers.
Well, I would say I used to be fantastic, and over the past couple of years, I've taken a job where I just basically make money for the hospital. So I don't know.
But more importantly, when we go offline, you do still owe me a personal consultation, Benny, about my bottom. Do you remember this?
I did. Hey, look, I still think it might have been a fungal issue, and all you had to do was put a little of that spray that you can get for jock itch on that area.
Are you still happy you joined this stream, Jenny?
Sure, she's talking about probably myconazole.
Oh my gosh, I get scared. I get scared when other people know all the technical terms for medical products. I get scared. You people are too clever. All I know is
she
he
must
said
like
he had a little itch back there. That's what he said.
She must like you. She didn't suggest sitting your ass in a vat of potassium permanganate or anything like that.
Well, I did tell him he needed to maybe just try some witch hazel, but he swears up and down it's not hemorrhoids. So
where did you catch this fungus?
okay.
Benny, I went through nurses training and I bombed at clinicals because I couldn't deal with other people's bodily fluids. That doesn't count blood and guts. Blood and guts I'm fine with. I mean, excretory type things. I just couldn't deal with it.
Oh my gosh!
The only time I'm going to tell you this story real quick. I know he's got some agendas that he has to reach, but whenever, have you ever like suctioned the snot out of the back of their throat?
Yes.
And it's not even it's not even that really got to me. It was taking that canister of snot and having to put that gel stuff in there to harden it up and get rid of it. That's the part that got me. I was like, ugh.
I didn't like the sound the sucking made. That really bothered me. It just
I'm okay with that.
My back, and I get goosebumps over my whole body, and just, oh God, stop it.
Yeah, that part, honestly, no bothers. And I've seen all kinds of excrements. I've seen all kinds of, you not believe some of the things I've actually seen coming off of the body.
I believe you. I worked in hospitals for years.
But it was just hardening that snot that got me a little bit.
My mom was head nurse of the biggest private ER in Wisconsin.
Oh, nice.
And so I grew up with talk at the dinner table being about this case and that case and how this person
I was not allowed to
bleeding,
talk about any of that. I was not allowed to say anything. Once I got home, I couldn't say anything.
Yeah, I was quite desensitized before I even hit high school. So,
and then when I worked at the urology clinic, the conversations got a little bit more interesting.
Oh, I imagine men are such weenies and
no, Sure, no.
All you have to do, you freak out a man, just say catheter. And
No, 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 no,
Jenny,
no.
I think you hit it right on the nose there.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so true, though. You know it.
So how did you find Benny? How did you find our dear Stool here?
How did I? Okay. This is kind of funny. So I don't know if I had posted
not
something.
funny. It's
It
not
is-
funny.
It is funny. So I posted something that was a giraffe-related comment, and then he started talking to me about the giraffe and being inappropriate with the giraffe, and then our friendship kind of bloomed from there.
Okay, that's
It was-
very interesting.
It was a giraffe thing that connected our friendship.
Listen, Benny, that was the weirdest, shittest
I don't know.
excuse.
I don't know
That's
Jenny
the
so
weird-
well that I can be very vulgar with her. So
Can you please never tell that story again ever? Because it makes me sound like a weird person.
well, okay. I'll
Benny,
keep
we
that one to
already know that.
myself.
We already know that you're a weird person. It's okay. We still like you. YouTube thrives on weird.
That's true. That's the fun part of it, I think.
It's my daughter.
Oh, it was too far away. I couldn't see it. I'm on my phone, so pictures are really tiny.
Oh yeah. What you've got to understand, Benny, is that Jenny has got really shit eyes, and also doesn't actually use a PC or a laptop. You're doing this on your iPad and your iPhone, aren't you, Jenny?
That is correct.
Yeah. So, bit of kudos there. That's dedication.
Boredom, I think, is the better choice of words.
I like your
I was-
pink eyeglasses. Those are cute.
Oh, thank you. I decided it was time to move back to my hippie orange origins.
Very cute.
So,
I like them.
thanks.
I was a really big fan of your hat yesterday, Jenny. That was so jaunty. It was really cool.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're referring to.
The hat that you were wearing,
Oh, the hat. Okay, sorry.
that was really cool.
I was thinking you said hurt.
I look
Oh,
terrible
no,
in the hat.
I have this straw wide brim hat that I got from Dollar Store for a buck. and
I'm
I've
very
never-
easily pleased, and when somebody does something really kind of easy, simple, not a big thing, I get it. I kind of get it. I'm making no sense. I get this, but whatever. It's Thursday, so fuck off. It's my stream.
Did you notice the scarf on it?
I
No,
saw
I didn't.
something.
Of course not.
No, I didn't. The thing is, Jenny, I don't believe a damn thing you say because you lie and you make stories up.
I do. That's entirely true.
And I'm still kind of more excited about your story about how you escaped on your motorbike from your compound.
Well, it was actually more a prison than it was a compound. I was in for 3 to 5 for robbery and
and here we go.
And assault. I'm actually a very pure at heart person. Benny, I watched my very first porn film the other day.
No, not that one again, please.
The other day,
Jenny,
tell me, please.
Jenny, please do not do that one again.
Jenny, don't listen to him.
Please do not do this.
Share with me, please. I'm a very nice
Please.
person. Share, open up.
Please don't do this to me. I will cry.
Come on,
I will try.
let me get control here again. Oh, I couldn't believe how young I was in it.
How young
Do you
were
see?
you?
Do you understand? Benny,
See, I
do
love that joke, but I can't tell it with a straight face, and so I always ruin it in timing. Oh,
you
wow.
understand now why I hate these people so much?
No, I think I understand why you're always streaming now.
Oh, fuck, I'm still streaming. Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, bollocks.
Jenny, tell
Yeah.
your story, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, what?
So tell your story.
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
No, it's a joke. I watched my first porn film the other day. Everybody's shocked, and then you just say at the right moment, you say, "Yeah, it was my very first film." Or, yes, when I saw it, I couldn't believe how young I looked. And people figure out what you're saying, and then that comes the laughter. And it's the older you get, the better joke it is.
I'm old too. No, it was. I thought maybe you were gonna, go on with it because he acted like it was something more to it.
Oh no, he wanted me to tell you about when I was in prison. Which
God.
I hope I never go back to prison. That was
painful.
Now, are you being serious or are you just joking? Were you
prison's the worst experience of a person's life.
Are you joking?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. It's very hard to tell since I don't know you.
And well, this is why Benny hates. Or I keep saying Benny. I know you're Benny, and he's Stool, and I don't know. I'm
Benny,
mixing it up.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a wild one here. Benny, am I allowed to say your real name? Tell me
Yeah,
to
go
fuck off.
ahead. Yeah, that's my alter ego.
Are we off air?
No, we're still live. Do you want me to
can
go
just
off
call me
live?
Laura. Laura's my name.
Shall we stop
Hi, Laura.
broadcasting?
I know. It's just I use Benny on my Twitter.
Hey, I'm gonna
and
do
it
a
helps
demo.
kind of keep the weirdness away from me.
Hey
so.
guys, I'm talking. Shall we end this and carry this between ourselves?
You got 2 minutes before you hit an hour. Isn't there some special YouTube thing if you go over an hour?
No, I'm cool. I've got about 20 hours, so I can go on forever. That's what she said, but whatever.
She lied.
Shall we take a democratic vote on this? Because I'm enjoying this, but shall I click the red and go offline?
Let's go offline. Let's keep chatting. That's up to y'all, though.
Do you want to do that, Jenny?
I have no opinion either way.
I know you never have fucking opinions. That's why I hate you.
I'm guaranteed spineless.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just going to take the piss out of all my viewers, especially Bouncy Dave, because you're a cunt. I'm allowed to say it. It's my channel, so fuck you.
Who are you calling a cunt?
I'm calling Bouncy Boy a cunt. So
jeez.
We're all going to go offline and do naked sex with each other in mud. And you guys cannot watch us. You missed out. Booyah!
You promised you'd get rid of the mud and go with tapioca.
Oh, I do like tapioca.
Do you?
Lick, 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 lick.
You know that it is technically possible for a human being to walk on custard. You know this.
Is it one of those non-Newtonian fluids?
This stream has gone weird. I'm ending it. It's gone really fucking weird. But to anybody who's watched, and there are none of you, goodbye. Thank you for watching. I would say good night to the people inside chat, but there's no fucker there, so whatever. I'm going to click the red button, and then me and Jenny and Benny are going to do really, really rude things that you cannot ever see. Your loss.